I was doing some some mud work earlier on a race. I got it on my
You
hand.
look like you were painting.
No, it's not paint. It's drywall. It's joint compound. It's mud. It's called mud.
Well, I know what mud is.
Yep. So it's really the camera here is pretty dark there. So
Surprising because it's so bright in here.
yep, it is. They're doing a lot of work on the lights and stuff today to try to brighten the studio up some. So
I mean, it's bright, all right. I mean, a little brighter to get stage 5 migraine.
oh, I don't know about that, but so they say that the wind's about to pick up again. So we'll see.
Did you see they have dust?
I mean, dust's about to blow in again.
Like not like just on the edge of Wichita County, they expect visibility to drop down to a quarter mile.
Yeah, this is awful.
This weather sucks.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And but this isn't uncommon to see this time of the year. Oftentimes, we'll be in March and we'll get these, and then there will be a time or two in April where the dry line pushes through, and you'll get that dust coming in from West Texas, and it'll be near 100 degrees outside, and it'll be windy and hot, just a dry, almost like a desert. Is what it'll feel like out there. I've seen it happen before. It's like the most dry air you'll ever experience. So
the hair dryer wind.
It's what it feels like. Yes, there'll be a west wind, but the humidity will be like 0%. So. Oof. So now we got 2 people watching this on here tonight. Of course, I know that's not correct, but still, it's just so daggum aggravating to see that number up there and the low people watching. So, you'd think after a while we'd have a bigger following than this. I don't know, but
we got about 10 usuals,
Yeah, about 10, but we should have way more.
Yeah.
There are people in other cities that are on, Twitter and those types of things. They got hundreds of thousands of followers. I think I got 41, almost 42,000 now on Facebook, which is pretty good, I guess, for this area, right?
I mean, you think about Wichita Falls. I know we're more than Wichita Falls, but Wichita Falls is 100,000 people.
Well, I think that I have a lot of people that have started following me from the Metroplex and other parts of the state, because I've started really doing a lot of like forecasting and submitting things to the Dallas area and those areas. So, they deserve to have they got some good weather people down there too, but they deserve to have some some more weather information as well. So
I thought you were going to say better.
Oh, I'm not going to say that. So I'm sure there's guys down there better than me, but I'm just saying it's got to get in.
You're all right.
But it's just so disheartening to look up there and see 3 people watching. So, because we really do have fun on here. Of course, I guess we probably bore people some too. So
we just haven't had the breakthrough that we need.
Well, you got to have active weather, and let's just face it, we just don't have active weather right now.
What do you mean? It's really active out there. It looks really active for the next several weeks. I mean,
well,
come on.
You need thunderstorms for active weather.
That was a joke.
Well, we're just not to our severe weather season. But my thoughts on the whole thing are that when we finally do get there, we're going to just the jet stream's going to be super weak, and we probably won't see vigorous storm. Now that I'm saying it, I'm jinxing it. We probably get a lot, but my thoughts are we might see a lot of active weather, which we need active weather this year because we need to get we need some rain because we hadn't had any rain.
I mean, isn't March almost near average?
Usually we do get we had that one rain event.
Yeah, I got like just under an inch and a quarter, I think.
Yeah, we did get some decent rain.
Like if I remember correctly, we're sitting just over a quarter of an inch, like just under a quarter of an inch to reaching the average mark.
Yeah, well, then that's good. But we got to remember winter brought with it a lot of dry weather. We didn't have a lot of rain in the winter. Right. So we had well below average winter. Well, that's what La Nina does for us. So La Nina just does it can bring you extreme weather, but a lot of times it doesn't bring very good. I'm going to look at the latest. Let's go INSO forecast here. So let's look and see what the latest is on it. Last time I saw it had a trend. Yeah, it still does. It kind of transitions us. It really didn't transition us. Some of the weather information keeps us La Nina, which I don't really believe that. I think that this data here that transitions us to a neutral pattern. But I mean, look, even next fall it tries to go back slightly La Nina-ish. But a few of the models try to go some El Nino, some try to go deep La Nina. So, and La Nina is just not a good weather pattern for us. It's not the weather pattern you want us to be in. But it looks like most of the data here goes neutral. So,
how soon neutral?
This was, of course, this was this month, March. So it keeps us La Nina into April. And then once you start getting May, June, July, it looks like this summer we go neutral, or maybe late spring, early summer. So I don't know. That would still suggest we'd see at least some active weather here, right. Maybe. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. So Daniel Huckabee, how is the weather going to be tomorrow? Getting my work uniform ready for outside work. FYI, y'all do have more viewers. Y'all are doing a good and great job. Thank you there, Daniel. Tomorrow's going to be windy and cool. It's going to be a cool day tomorrow, Cameron.
Yeah, it's be kind of, I'll say icky out, but
no, it won't be icky. It's just going to be really windy. And I mean, we're looking at the 40, 50 mile per hour winds out of the northwest. So, yeah. So that would be a sight to see Cameron doing a rain dance. So
I will not fold under peer pressure.
Yeah. So they released I saw they released some of the JFK files, and I guess there was nothing that was that interesting, huh?
I don't know. There's like 1,000 files they released, so it's probably some skimming to be done. But like people are using AI to skim through it, and nothing.
Yeah, I read the AI version. What AI said, and AI could not find anything else with the conspiracy. That said that basically from the files, it was all Lee Harvey Oswald, and that was it.
The only thing that was unique was that they talked about, who was it? Jack. Who assassinated Oswald? Who was that? Do you remember the name?
I don't.
But they said like they had leads on that guy ahead of time, but they didn't really step in.
I also read where the Secret Service was supposed to be by the car and they weren't. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the AI said.
That's one thing. The big one I saw that jumped out was the end. A lot of it was just talking about like the the CIA, like doing a lot of the work with, not work with Cuba, but like doing a lot of the, espionage with, on Cuba and all that, and his Oswald's connection that. And then they also talked about, again, the big one was that the FBI had leads on the person who ended up, taking out
Lee Harvey Oswald. So,
and they said they had leads, but they didn't do anything about it. So there's questions on that.
But my question, though, is if there wasn't anything that was that earth-shattering in there, why did they wait until now to release those? They should have been released years ago.
My question is, I don't know. Is it 100% released?
I don't think so. I think there's still some stuff the DOJ are looking at.
Is there still some stuff that they held back from it?
There could be. I don't know.
Because usually they'll say we're going to declassify. They declassify. It's like, well, we actually only declassify 80% of it.
Right. There's probably some more.
I think if I don't know, I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but I think I saw like this was like 97% of all the information.
Oh well, that's probably the bulk of
Right.
it. Then, yeah, I doubt it's going to be anything else come across.
Like you said, it's like one of those questions. It's like if it's nothing bad, why?
I don't know. I don't know why they waited so long. I just don't understand things. Why would you do that? Why would you wait for so long to get that out there? I mean, we're still waiting for the Epstein list to come out.
Are there any other big ones?
The Diddy list.
Yeah.
So, but that'll come out in due time, I suppose. But
right.
Anyway,
that's about all that's happened though.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too major going on right now. The weather, we had a lot of active weather last week. Looks like the weather patterns are about to calm down a little bit, though, Cameron. I know you love that.
Yeah.
I know you love that. The weather pattern makes
because it's already not okay. Let me break the fourth wall here. One of the things as a meteorologist that makes it difficult is when the weather gets quiet and it's the same thing every day of the week. Talking mainly about summer, but when it's the same day every day of the week.
It seems like our weather here is kind of like that most of the time.
I mean, we've been dealing with this, fire weather stuff for the past 2 weeks.
It's fire weather season, though.
I know it is, but we've been dealing for the past 2 weeks. Just every couple of days, we get a big storm system that swings across and brings windy conditions, maybe a dust storm, maybe some warmer weather. But I'm tired of it. It's hard because it's like it's something to talk about, yes, but I'm just tired of saying.
Yeah, I'm tired of the wind too. It's one of those things where if you in my time here, this is just typical March, and you can even be this way into early April too. We really don't solidly get into a more active weather pattern until it gets later in April and May. And the reason why is because the sun angle is a bit higher at that time. Your sun is out longer, daylight hours last longer. You get more evaporation from the Gulf. So in turn, what happens when you get more evaporation? You add water vapor to the atmosphere. So your dew point temperatures start going up and it become more widespread. So there's more to work with at that point in time.
Yeah, listen, I'm not sure that people can tell. I'm a little frustrated. Like, again, I never wish for severe weather, but that is a part of our job.
That's a part of our job. And I know you enjoy chasing storms.
Watching, the terrible event that unfolded Friday and Saturday, it was like, I wish I was storm chasing. And
I know.
I'm an adrenaline junkie, and that is my main source of adrenaline. And
well, I'm from Mississippi, and whenever that kind of stuff is happening and taking place, I'm like, I feel like I should be back in Mississippi, back at the station I got started at, so I could give, maybe I could make a difference, and maybe I could, maybe help to, give these people some more, better information, maybe save a life or two. And it makes me feel helpless. I'm the same way. I just about can't even watch
Well,
it
so that's
because
like
I'm,
why I'll get on again. I'm feeding to 1,000 people on Twitter, but like that's why I'll put information on Twitter. I don't say it's just me feeling my addiction, but it is that, and like maybe just someone sees something, they're like, oh no,
what I look at here, and I told you the other day how, I got into TV many, many years ago, but there were some other things that I had working back many years ago too that could have really set me up really nicely for the future. So you know what Reed Timmer and all them are doing with all the streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
I had the idea to do that back in the early parts of the 2000s. Now back then, we did not have internet like we have now. I mean, you didn't have the cell phones and all that kind of stuff streaming. Matter of fact, when you went storm chasing, you had to stop at a library to get internet access. Even then, it was pretty slow. So you didn't have streaming and stuff. But what I had the idea was, as I was, and I had met with an engineer, and everything was good to go with it. We were going to make a mobile satellite truck. Satellite truck has to sit in place. It has to sit in one place. It has to be focused up on the satellite in that one spot. If it moves any at all, it's off. But this particular design that we came up with had a gyroscope on it, and it kept it in one spot. So it was awesome design, awesome truck, awesome everything. But I needed about $300,000 to get it built, and I didn't have $300,000.
Sure.
I tried to raise the money, but I just never really could.
Do you think when we get to our storm season, if we have one, when we get to our storm season, should we? I mean, I theoretically could do that out in the tracker. I could stream the whole thing from my phone.
I think you should. I love what Reed Timmer did the other day. It was fun watching it. I mean, it's really cool.
Like, I don't know. Do you think, like, I don't want to, like, my goal isn't to turn people away from watching Channel 6 itself, but, people who are maybe just casually scrolling, maybe they.
No, people like storm chasing. I really do. I mean, it's boring until you get into some action.
Right.
But I mean, but people like that in general. I think you'll have people that'll watch. I don't know how many Facebook Lives we're allowed to do with News Channel 6 at one time. So I don't know how we would make that happen. So,
right. I mean, obviously, if we're doing Channel 6, we'd have to prioritize Channel 6.
Yeah, I don't know what we do.
Personal or something.
I still think that people have an interest in storm chasing anyway. And I think that you could chase out of the market and still you have plenty of people watching.
Right.
Remember when you first here, we went to Matador. That's just a little bit out of our viewing area, but that town got level, man.
Wicked. Listen, here's the thing about storm chasing that, like, I don't say I enjoy, but that, like, kind of keeps me humbled when I'm out there and doing things stupid is there is a part of me that still has a little bit of that fear, like knowing what it's capable of. Like, for example, that Matador tornado, I was on a road. It was coming due south. I had a road I was on one that was going due east and due west. So I could have gotten really close. But it was like right when the sun was setting. So it was like getting pretty dark pretty fast. Plus you have a storm rolling in. So I was really shutting it down. And I could have gotten a lot closer, but I had just seen the damage pictures that came out from it. And I was like, oh boy, that's a big one.
Yeah.
And again, this is nice. I'm holding onto the wheel. I'm just sitting there, just waiting. And like, that your anxiety starts to spike up a little bit. You start to feel your hand shake a little bit.
See, I don't get nervous. I'm not scared of tornadoes. I'm not scared of them.
I don't think I'm not scared of them anymore. I was terrified when I was a kid.
Well, me too. Yeah.
I would say it's just like a respect thing for, like, I know what they're capable of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, when I was a kid, I was scared of it, but I'm not now. But I'm more terrified of lightning than I am anything else.
Yeah, lightning because
you don't know when it's going to pop. You don't know where you can't watch it. It's just wherever it's going to go, wherever it's going to go. Tornado, I can watch it. I know where it's going.
Right.
If I'm out chasing it, I can be 10 feet from it, and I know where it's going. So I don't have to worry about it. But if lightning, you don't know where it's going to pop.
Well, I'll say one of the things too is, like, if we do the streaming thing during chasing, like, when I'm out there, my adrenaline is going at 100%, and like the energy is absolutely insane. This is kind of cool. Like right now, they can understand that it does not come out on TV. Like it shows a little bit, but it's not full flesh.
Oh, I've seen the adrenaline before. He'll get all excited and he'll be playing Luke Combs on the way out there, and he'll be all excited, man.
But I mean, like, they don't on TV. I can't show that excitement because we have to be serious.
Right. You can't do that.
So I can't be like jumping out and being goofy with it. But like when it's just me driving around, getting to the elements and all that, the adrenaline's really going. It's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I'll just start screaming. Not screaming. I don't scream, but like I just get excited.
I got banned on TikTok again for some reason from TikTok Live. It's just if you just say the wrong thing. I mean, you may even just say nothing, and they'll take it the wrong way, and then there you go, you're banned.
Yeah,
So
there's 3 things in life that are guaranteed: death, taxes, and you getting banned on
I mean, I didn't even do it. I have no idea what I did. So it just says you're currently being restricted and it's under review. I'm like, what did I do?
You and TikTok just don't get along ever.
No, I don't. I don't.
You really don't.
'Cause I'm not super filtered. I mean, I'm never ugly. I'm never ugly. I never say anything bad or ugly about anybody. But I do. I am a little unfiltered on Facebook. You know, I do kind of speak my mind a little bit.
Yeah, but like you're not like bad. I mean,
no,
it's not anything that's gonna be like people like, oh my gosh, what is he saying? You know
right? Yeah, nobody would get upset about it. It's just TikTok is just that way. Their algorithms are all weird.
Their little AI, whatever they have running in, is just
yeah, it is.
Or nicer word, just
Yep. So, but anyway, I've been putting skim coats all over my my bedroom. I started off doing the ceiling, and now I'm doing the walls too. I decided I'm gonna do everything. So it was old, just it's time to have it all done, and it looks pretty good.
You know, you doing all this work on your house
mm-hmm.
and working obviously your normal, 5 days a week. You owning a house sounds like I don't say scares me. I mean, I'm gonna own a house one day, but like you just got a lot of work, man.
No, it's just I own old homes that have to be remodeled and refurbished.
Well, I mean, like theoretically, my first home, I'm not getting anything brand new.
Well, it's tough because
unless you want to buy me something,
it's tough because what happens is I'm just one person trying to do all of this. Plus, I have a full-time job, so it makes it very, very difficult for me to get stuff done. So I have to work on it a little bit at a time. Instead of getting it all done in a couple of days, I have to work on it an hour today, an hour tomorrow, an hour the next day, and then try to get completed on the weekends. My wife don't understand. She thinks that, I'm just lollygagging around, but and really and truly, I can't get done because I'm only one person. I only got I've got an hour to work on it a day, an hour tomorrow, maybe 2 hours, and then that's it.
You only got so much time.
There's just one of me. I need to clone me, and then I could have a bunch of me, and we could get it all done. So.
Or you just take some time off and work on it.
Yeah,
I don't know how much fun
well, the thing about it is when you're doing the kind of work I'm doing, you have to roll it on, you have to let it dry. Oh. So you can't just do it and be done. You have to roll it on, you have to let it dry, then you have to sand it. The sand makes a huge mess, and then you have to roll it on again and sand it again. It's just a lot of work. So terrified of storms and naders, Judy says. Carrie is terrified of storms and naders as well. Carrie says when we have severe weather, she takes her phone with her, me and you to the cellar with her. And that's good. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you.
Kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. All right. Well, we got to go. I got to get dressed for the newscast. Comes on here in a few minutes. Guess what? We're going to talk about more wind. Are you excited about it?
Stop. Don't. You're going to fire me up again. I'm already fired up enough. I'm so sick of this, Cam.
All right.